I have a question for you. How do you feel when I say this is the way we've always done it? Does it resonate? Does it create dissonance? Um, for me, it does create dissonance. Um, I've been in the workforce for 20 plus years, and I've heard this phrase before. And I think that phrase within itself can kill more ideas than any bad economy could. It almost serves as like a weapon to not bring new ideas to the table, to not challenge process, to not think outside of the box. Um, but I understand where it comes from. Um, it comes from getting attached to legacy systems that you may have helped build. You may have uh, put a lot of energy and passion into something. But when you think about leadership as a whole, is it about defending the past or protecting the future? Um, when you think about leadership as a whole, uh, does this legacy process still serve us in a way that's going to be beneficial to all of us, not just to you, but to all of us? And this could be in the form of a lot of different things. It could be in the form of reoccurring meetings. It could be a process that's implemented to make something or build something. But like, there's been so many disruptive things in the industry that we've seen. For those of you that are close to athletics, college athletes did not get paid uh, for a very long time, at least paid in good faith. There was some under the table stuff happening, but college athletes didn't get paid. I know I didn't get paid. But name, image, and likeness is something that has been completely disruptive in the industry because there were people that said, hey, college athletes shouldn't get paid, and this is just the way it is. Then you had somebody come in and challenge that idea, and it completely changed the landscape of college sports. And I'm not saying that it needs to be like you disrupt and it becomes the wild, wild west, but it's disrupting and driving clarity on why you're doing something and the purpose of doing something. So when I think about like legacy processes um, and why we do them and what's going to come out of them, I ask myself a couple of different questions. And granted, I've not been in a position in the job that I've had for the past 10 years, the company I've worked for, I've never heard this in a meeting. Um, but I've heard it outside of, where I work, and that's why it kind of creates a rub. But one might ask, like, hey, Damien, like, what do I do when I'm in a situation and somebody says, hey, this is the way that we've always done it? How do I challenge that? I ask myself a series of questions. Like I have like a bucket of questions, and I'll give you three of them. One is if you started this process, company, or whatever it is from scratch today, would you design it this way? Would it be designed this way? Another one is like that I ask is like, what's the cost in time or money if we decide to keep this legacy system in place? When you talk about people's time and their money, eyebrows raised, right? And the next one is simply, what if we stop doing this for 1 week? What would be the impact? What would happen? Just something to think about. So, again, as I think about leading, it's not about protecting the past. Selfishly, yes, you might want to um, stick with some of the things that have got you to the place that you've gotten to and protect that legacy that you've built. But at the end of the day, you should always be open to a challenge, open to doing new things different ways. So, with that being said, happy Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow, and you all take care. Have a great day.